Hello. Hi. Welcome to the Gen X Talks live stream. You thought you were going to see Gen X Dad here? Pfft, no. I know the breaking news thing said General found his pants. Well, no, he hasn't. He did it. He couldn't find it in time, so I'm here just for you guys. And for everybody who saw the moment of silence of me figuring my stuff out here, that didn't happen. You didn't see that. That was a pre-recorded message brought to you by Gen X Talks. So, yeah. Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. You know, it's just a usual Saturday night that we have here, Bottom of the Glass Nation. That too. I'm getting to it. Give me a second. Stop trying to dictate the live stream while you don't have pants on. Okay? Please? Thank you. I love you. Okay. Anyways, like I was saying, Jessica, I saw your message while the show was starting. It's like, man, I can't wait to see this guy live. He's so funny. Obviously talking about my dad. And then she's sorely disappointed when she sees me up here. Me? I'm not as funny as my dad. But I try my hardest, you know? So, I got some things I got to say about Buford because I know a lot of you guys have been asking. A lot of guys are wondering what's going on. Yeah. So, it's time to show you my day today because it was so much fun. It was like a cleanup with some auctions. And, you know, I think I had a good time because we started out. I had to go pick up my friend from his house because he can't drive because he's a youngin'. So I'm pulling up the video right now. Hold on. So, yeah. I had to go pick him up. And as you can see, he looks so scared in this video. And it's hilarious how scared he is. And I don't think you can hear it. Oh, yeah, you can not hear it. I'll turn it down. So, there's no need to hear it anymore. But that's just a little intro of how the day started, of how fast we were going, allegedly, and how late we actually were. So, I'm having a good time. He obviously isn't. On to our next talking point. So, I'm just hanging out at the fair, you know, cleaning out my pen because I had just moved Buford back to his original home where I'm going to be keeping him for a little bit till October 16th. We're going to be moving him to his forever home, not death. It's going to be just a little house he's going to stay at with Trippy's extended family. So, yeah, he's staying in the Gen X Talks family. So, yeah, I'm so happy he's going to live. I was like, trying to make peace with the fact he wasn't going to live, you know. But whenever I got that text from Gen X Dad and he said, hey, I think we have a place for Buford. And so did Trippy. Trippy said, hey, I think we have a place for Buford. My heart was just like, oh my God, thank you so much. Because I just thought he was an annoying goat, kind of like a dog, kind of clingy, you know. I thought all goats were like that. Then I went to the fair with all the other goats and he was so cool. He was so cool compared to everybody else. I was like astounded. That's when I really. So, anyways, next talking point. Gen X Dad didn't give me any time to show prep, so I just got to give you guys like a little rundown of what's going on here. So this video, we're gonna listen to myself.
Do you ever wonder what a Gen X thinks? Welcome to Gen X Talks, and here's the plan. Gen X Talks is a registered buyer in the Kern County Fair, so I thought it'd be a great idea if I bumped up the prices during the auction because I have a buyer number.
One more time.
So, yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll keep you guys updated.
You guys hear me?
Do you ever wonder what a Gen X thinks? Welcome to Gen X Talks, and here's the plan. Gen X Talks is a registered buyer in the Kern County Fair, so I thought it'd be a great idea.
Okay, so now that you guys heard that video, so Gen X Talks, well, my mom was, but Gen X Talks is a registered buyer in the Kern County Fair. Now I thought, how could I use this to my advantage, you know? How could I use this setup, this loophole I have to become, like, just wreak havoc, you know, because I'm kind of bored, you know? I'm just sitting there. I'm not auctioning anything off. I'm just supporting my friends and everybody else in my school. Well, I grabbed my buyer card at the auction, and I was there to bump up the prices on all my friends' items, all their animals. all their items. So here's a little clip of me. Here's a little clip of me like auction. Here's a picture of me doing my auction thing. I had my buyer number 262. It's backward, but yeah, I was so excited because I was like, oh my gosh, I get to be a registered buyer. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. And then I don't have a video of me like actually doing it because there wasn't very many. Couldn't really hear. But yeah, there's me with my buyer number card, ready to purchase things, you know? And I did this all without telling Gen X mom or Gen X dad because I thought, I'm smart enough not to buy anything. If I auction something off and I buy a table for $500, I'm going to get in trouble, but I'm not going to do that. So, first thing I do. Here we go. AgMech projects come out, and I was a little nervous at first because, you know, first auction, I really don't want to buy anything. So I bid $500 on a couch set, confidently on my friend's couch set, and she was like weirded out because she was like, "What the heck? Like, why are you buying this?" And I see this guy next to me, like across the way. I'm looking at him, I'm like, he looks at me. This guy definitely wants this. No matter, he'll go any high he wants. He wants it bad. So I bid a little bit higher than him. He goes 550, I go 575. He goes 600, I go 625. Then this goes on until he bumps it up to 725. That's when I'm like, I'm done. I'm not going to go any higher than that. 725 is as high as I'll go. Capping it out there. He bought it for $725, a couch set. And this happens multiple times where I didn't do the back and forth. That was the only time I did the back and forth. Everything else I just might have like raised and said, hey, put this $200, you know? And there was then the idea clicked in my head. For the people showing turkeys and meat pen chickens that are next, I need to ask if they have a buyer so that when their buyer goes to buy their chickens, I bid higher than them, so the buyer feels obligated to pay a little bit more just to get the animal, just to make them feel like, oh, I said I'd buy it, I'll buy it. Just pay a little bit more. So that's what I did. So I'd walk up to my friend who was showing meat turkeys. I said, hey, do you have a buyer? He's like, yeah, I actually have two buyers for each of my turkeys. I said, can you point them out to me? And he pointed them out. I said, okay, how much are they buying it for? He's like, oh, this one for 200 and this one for 175. I'm like, okay, go to bid. I bid a little bit higher. They bid a little bit higher. And I stop. I give them that extra like $50. And same with the other turkey. It works so well. Until on one of the AgMech projects, I am sweating balls because my other friend, one of my classmates, had a picnic table. Really well done. He spent a lot of time on it. I bid $425. There was no reason I should have bid $425. You want to know why? Because I had Mountain Dew in that photo. You can see I'm holding a Mountain Dew. I was holding my buyer card in the same hand. So when I went to take a drink, I rose my card in the air. I pulled a Gen X mom, and I freaked out. And I almost bought a picnic table, and I was like, oh my God, my parents are going to kill me, until somebody bid $450, and I put it in my pocket. I didn't even want to raise it for like another 15 minutes. $10 from Brad Baker. Here's some gas money, Gen Z kid. It will buy you at least 2 gallons. I just mailed a package to Gen X Dad, but there's something in it for you also. Congrats on the goat news. Thank you, Brad. That's so kind of you. I know 2 gallons of gas with my gas mileage goes a long way, you know? And Gen X Dad loves to receive packages. So thank you so much. Well, of course I like to receive packages, but he also gave me the $10, you know, for the 2 gallons of gas. But anyways, auction's going great. I almost buy a few things. I tried to get Gen X mom a cutting board because I know she loves to cook, but it went. I told myself I wouldn't spend over $125 on a cutting board, and it sold for like $175, so I stopped. Anyways, that's my little auctioneer story of how I rambled through the auction, and my ag teachers were very pleased with the fact that I was just like, I was I was doing this for all of our all of our FA members because I thought it was funny. They said you should have done this for the other animals, but I thought, well, this is the only day I thought of the idea. Get my buyer card and whew, whew, you know. So anyways, yeah, that's my little story. Joey, a cutting board for 125. Well, look, it was a good cutting board. It was a very good cutting board, and Gen X mom loves very nice cutting boards. Hi, Michael Dawson. Welcome. Elizabeth Rojas, where's Dad? He has found his pants, but I was just telling my own story of how the day's going and how Buford's doing. Buford yells all the time, anytime I'm at the pen with him, because at his old home, because he's all alone and he's super sad. I'm glad he's only going to be there for like a couple weeks, like 2 weeks, because man, I feel so bad for him. It hits me right here, man. It really does. I hate leaving every single time. Ren, I know Gen Z Kid is a nephew to me. Oh, I feel like I'm missing something here. But thank you for considering me as a nephew. Being extended family with somebody that I don't know is something very, it's something special. Someone will make you a cutting board. Tell me your plans for the future. It seems bright. My plans for the future, if this doesn't work out, like if I can't do this with Gen X Dad as like a job, which I'm really trying, but like that's really cool, But if that doesn't work, I'm probably going to go to a junior college for 2 years while trying to do this. And by that time, if I haven't made it, I'm probably going to do it on the side while I get my bachelor's in teaching degree. And I'm going to try to become a teacher because I love history and I love ag, and I can't decide between the two. So I'll do one of those. And if I don't become a teacher, my backup is an event coordinator with Daniel, because I'm working with that, and it seems like a lot of fun so far. So, yeah, thank you for saying my future seems bright. I'm glad when people see potential in me. It's just one of the best compliments you can ever get. Are you the substitute general tonight? No, I'm not the substitute teacher, not the substitute general. I'm just filling in for a little bit. I'm like the really crappy opening act to Dave Chappelle, So, just so you guys know. The world needs teachers. Well, yeah, I feel like I'd be a good teacher. I'd say it straight. I tried to keep bias out of it. Noel, $5. ZEO, doing a great job. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you, Noel. I'm glad to see you have like the little extra symbol next to you. I know you've only been a member for 1 month, but any member and any viewer that's consistently comes here is a part of the Gen X Talks family and is an extra, So, whew, man, I was talking for a long time. What?
I'm not ready.
You have your pants on yet?
I'm very upset. I'm emotionally not prepared.
Do you need a dog?
No.
You want to whatchamacallit?
I need 15 minutes alone with my wife.
You already had that.
Oh. What?
So get over here.
What? I'm not ready.
Yes, you are.
I don't feel ready.
Well, you never do.
No.
Did you tell him you won the clean animal?
You get 5 more minutes. Okay. Another thing. Oh, can we do a cheers? I'm totally down to do a cheers. I got a Coke right here. So, I did say hi to Jessica. That was a while ago. I'm surprised if she's still here. Anyways, to all the extras, to all the people supporting Buford, to this absolutely insane week that is the Kern County Fair, through all the ups and downs, there's always people here for me, and that's the extras. So everyone, raise a glass, clink through the screen, have a drink. I swear, Two Bear, it's not a juice box. It's Coca-Cola. From the 1920s, I might add.
You can't even get a $2 whore donation? Wow.
No, I get higher than that.
Nothing's in there. I'm looking.
It's just peaches. It's just peaches. Jay Mayhew, evening, Gen Z Kid. Have you checked in on Floridians? Yeah, I said that right. Dang, I'm proud of myself. Keep it up. I have not checked in on the Floridians. Yeah, how are the Floridians doing today? Because I know Allie got messed up around that area, and I said a very funny joke about it. See, I would like to know how everyone's doing in Florida. Yeah, I'm surprised if you're even watching the stream. What are you doing watching the stream when there's a big Ian outside, I will say, I was checking the, hold Hold on, let me pull up a quick screenshot of this because I'm better than Gen X Dad. I can just quickly pull one up. Hurricane Ian tracker, view map. Let me zoom out. Oh, I'm zooming in. Aw, man, it's not there anymore. But if you were to check the Hurricane Ian tracker from when it first started, you would see it growing and going toward the state of Ohio. It was going to wipe out Ohio. God heard our prayers, you know? Just going to clean slate Ohio, you know? It was going to be so cool. But no, I guess we got to stick with Ohio for now. I'm sorry for all the Ohioans here. I'm sorry. But I can't pull up the picture because it doesn't work like that anymore. It's not showing it. But yeah, I hope everyone being affected by Hurricane Ian is safe and, you know, making the best of their situation. Hurricanes are very scary, and I've never been in one, never seen one in person. But just seeing the videos makes me glad I live on the West Coast. So I really hope every one of you guys are safe. And there we go. We get to see the first $2 whore. It's ya boy, Loud One, the mean Australian, the man from down south, the guy with the accent that's cool, the guy who fights kangaroos for a living, the guy who came all the way to Bakersfield. He swam across the ocean. He's that cool. Loud One. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, Loud One's your $2 whore. That's it. Darn Ohio. When I say I'm from Cleveland, everyone assumes it's Ohio. There's a Cleveland outside of Ohio? There's no way. Wait, no, I'm researching this up. This is no way. There's no way. Best suburb. No, I don't want to know the best suburbs around Ohio. I don't know if that's true. Cleveland, Oklahoma. If that isn't a knockoff, if I've ever heard it. What? No way. This is a real place. Holy crap. Guys, this is revolutionary. There's no way. What? I'm going to pull it up on stream. This is great. This is interactive content right here. I'm pulling it up right now. You guys can't stop me. Look at that. Cleveland, Oklahoma. Who'd have thunk it? Who'd have thunk that Cleveland, Oklahoma was a real place? And who's the guy that lives there? Hold on, now I got to go check. Who is it? No, he lives there? What? Even people from Oklahoma think you're from Ohio. I would too. Look at your city boundaries right there. How do you deal with that? That's literally like 3 cities combined into one to just say Cleveland. I thought Ohio Cleveland was messed up, man. What the heck? You guys seeing this? Man, I'm getting off on a tangent. Sorry about that. That was just weird. What the heck? Yeah. Anyways, sorry. Tomorrow's the last day of fair. And I don't know. I might be going to a rodeo with my friends, but I'm kind of sick of the fair, so I might ask if we could just go somewhere else, you know? But I feel like I'm having a good time through fair. It's stressful. I don't get a lot of sleep. As you might have noticed, I haven't posted on TikTok in forever because I just keep forgetting I'm focusing on YouTube for you guys, you know? But it's a lot. And Gen X Dad, being the loving a-hole he is, you know, putting Cleveland this, Cleveland, Mexico, Cleveland, Libya. Yeah, everyone's telling me all the different Clevelands we have. But I'm very interested in Cleveland, Oklahoma. If I go to a place I've never been to before, I'm going to say, I'm from Cleveland. And they're going to be like, oh, how's Ohio? I'll be like, no, I'm from Oklahoma. Now, that's a conversation starter, you know? But, yeah, I'd like to thank everybody who showed up at the fair. Even if you didn't see me or if you saw Gen X Mom, I saw a lot of Save Buford shirts. That was funny. I saw a couple extras. One of them said he didn't want to be named. Low Torque was there. Everyone had a lot of... Everyone who showed up... What?
My mom.
Yeah, my mom showed up too. I guess kind of just had to support. Yeah, my mom was my first follower on TikTok and first subscriber on YouTube, and first follower everywhere, really. And I take pride in that. I have a support. I have a supporting mother. Okay, my mother. So yeah. Anyways, Gen X Dad, you good?
I'm flying in from Cleveland soon. I'll be right there.
Cleveland, Bakersfield.
Cleveland, Africa.
Oh well, can you fly on over here?
As soon as you put it on, be right back and get out of the chair and turn off your mic.
Fine, bye guys. Jesus, Gen X Dad kicking me out of the chair. Jeez, fine, bye. Thank you guys all for showing up. I'm glad we got to do a little toast. We got a little talk about Buford. I had a little story about how I was part of the auction. I learned about Cleveland, Oklahoma. Yeah. Did I look in between the sheets? Not once. Not once. I don't need the sheets. I'm underage. So, anyways, yeah. Bye, guys. Yeah.
It's time. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, so you guys done with that skin little run? Can we get back on with the program now? I had so much ready to go for the intro. Everybody hear me? No one acts like they can hear me. Is my fucking microphone on? Yeah, it's on. Fuck that. I'm good. I had so much to say. I was actually going to start with a joke. I had all these things on my book of lies. I had things 1 through 5 already lined out, pre-scripted, just like Shanahan with the Broncos. The first 15 plays are scripted. You stick to the script and you fucking go, man, go. And then, hey, Dad, is it cool if I start the live stream? In fact, I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, it's my company. So move and let me sit down there. And there we go. So. What the fuck do I know? The other part was the $2 whore. How do we always do the $2 whore? We don't tell you who the $2 whore is. We let you guys try to figure out who the $2 whore is. We go. And I even text all the staff and I said, nobody say anything. Don't mention when I say, hey, can anybody guess who the $2 whore is? I don't fucking want Trippy going, I know who the $2 whore is. Well, of course you do. You're on staff. You guys pretty much know that shit. So everybody's remaining quiet, but who? That's right, the fucking kid. Got his head so far up his ass he's seeing daylight out through his nose. I don't know what's going on. So you just can't get through to these kids some days. So, I'm sorry. I do apologize, everyone, but I'm going to have to start off with a drink to the bottom of the Glass Nation. It's Saturday night. We're a half an hour behind. We got some shit to do. We got to kick this thing into overdrive and get going, baby. We might as well start right now. Raise a glass to the bottom of the Glass Nation, the Legion of X. All of you degenerate extras, and I'm one of you. All right, so let me real quick. We got Allie between the sheets. We got Gen X Mom servicing PayPal on the other microphone right over here. She's doing some needlepoint or something. I think she's trying to challenge herself. She's doing it really fast. Is there such thing as speed needlepointing? You know, where you go like this is speed, like because is that like speed dating, speed needlepoint? Do you get extra credit for doing it quickly? I'm not sure. I've never done it before. All right, let's back up and see who's here. Krista Rose, Sean Four Notes is in, the man they call Jay. What's the matter? Michelle Glass. Disney Mama Sammy Joe is here. Marshall Whitfield's checking in. Alan Pitts is in the house. Jay Mayhew, of course, with the salute. Thank you, my man. Romy! Scott Bertosh. Haven't seen him around in New York minute, but he's here. The lovely, the ever-present, the classiest woman I know, east of the Mississippi River, Mrs. Forwatton. She's here. Joey, Kid Brother Joey's in the house, Tugboat 420. Josh Maddox is drinking, but he hasn't said his phrase yet. We all have to wait for that. You wait till the end of the program. Nail Lover. John Baker's in the house with a bunch of drinks for me. No question. M. Medina, Ward Furtuck, Mr. Fatty, 37 Hurst, Phoenix Comment Star. Comment Star. That just doesn't roll. Phoenix is here. There's Lionheart swinging the big blue wrench. Another one from Michelle Glass. I said, what's the matter? Leslie Mathis is in the house. You know who we haven't seen? We haven't seen Mary Mathis, Finbo, in forever and a day. I want to make sure she's okay. She was the one who was having trouble getting in to the chat, and she's got to be around somewhere. Two Bear says I'm too late. Two Bear says too late, General. Should I just go? Two Bear, should we just shut the whole fucking thing down right now? Turn out the lights. All right, everybody, let's pack up our shit. Two Bear says, we fucked it up. Gotta go. Kid fucked the whole thing up. Live stream's over. Pack up your fucking gear and let's go. No. Two Bear's making the call. Turn the lights off. Unplug everything. Just fucking leave it. We'll get it tomorrow. Fuck it. We'll hang out a little bit longer. Oh, I'm not telling you how long I've been drinking today. I will not. I did not divulge that information. Rowdy Bobby's back in here. I said Michelle Glass. Who'd I miss? Elizabeth is there. Oh, beautiful disaster, Ren. I'm still waiting for that picture to come to my phone. We talked about it in Discord. I'm a little disappointed it's taken. So I'm a patient man. We'll be okay. Oh, Josh Maddox had never gotten extra credit for doing it quickly, Joe. No. In any part of life, Josh, if you do something too quickly, you're not getting extra credit. That goes for you. That goes for her. And don't say your phrase too soon either. Sinister is random. Soon I get to visit the USS Intrepid, retired aircraft carrier in its overpopulated and crazy city. That's an aircraft carrier I have not been on. I'm never in the service, but I would love to be on that one too. I'm still shooting for the Ronald Reagan. That's my heartthrob. That one, I'm going to get on the Ronald Reagan. I'm never leaving. Not coming home. You can just leave me there. Two Bear dropped in $4.99. Cheers, brother. We are Two Bear approved. Thank you for that. Extra Stony B says the first $2. So did you guys get who the $2 whore is? Did you guys figure that out? Oh, birthday today, Mr. Fatty. You know what? I should have had my koozie, Mr. Fatty's koozie. I don't have that. He we nicknamed these training wheels because Gen X Mom laughs at me. When I was a young man, I could drink my whiskey straight, and I didn't have to chase it with anything. If I chased it with something, it was with something strong. You had a double whiskey, and you chased it with a single whiskey, a single shot. And those days are over for me. I chased that with some good old-fashioned American Coca-Cola. And she calls him, oh, don't forget your training wheels, sweetheart. We'll go to a restaurant or a bar. Order your training wheels. Make sure you get your training wheels. You got to have your training wheels when you drink. I tell you, annoying the shit out of me at every turn. So Mr. Fatty makes me a koozie and sends it to me, and the fucking koozie says training wheels right on it. I tell you, some people's kids. Mr. Fatty, it's your birthday today. Doesn't say how old he is, so I'm not going to try to guess. Although by the attitude of the man, I'd say 109 if I had to guess. We'll see. Charles Dane dropped in $2. We're going to have more of that $2 whore in there. Kid Brother Joey, let the kid know in the sheets to be looking for a couple of items off the list Monday. Oh, no. Yeah. That's way down at the bottom, Joey. It's still there. Mike Perkins, all the ag mechanics project we were made looked great. Yeah, Mike was there. Mike Perkins and his wife showed up. I wasn't there. I didn't get to meet him. It's a loss in my column. I feel lesser because I didn't get to see him, but his wife were there. They drove a long way to be here. Well done. Well fucking done. Good job. Don't do them. No, I'm not going to whore myself out for that or that or that, and I'll look at my other stuff later. See, Allie does not have total control. There's only one Hefe. Right here. Okay. So did I miss anything in here? I don't think I did. Let me go back in real quick and make sure that I missed anything over in the comment section like a good and wonderful trained broadcast professional that I am. That's my broadcasting voice, by the way. There you go. Happy birthday there going out. That's what I'm talking about. Jeffrey Lawson says, hello, General. Jeffrey, you can join the ranks in the back, filling up, but you're all right there. SP, hello, General. I'm sorry for missing. I had a few bad things occur in the past few months. I'll try to check back full time again. SP, do what you can, man. We're always here for you. Always be around until I'm gone, and then you're going to put up with the kid all the time. Boy, won't that be hell for the rest of you. Maybe I should record a bunch of these and then he could just play them when I'm gone. I could record like 30 of them, and then you guys get 30 more episodes. I could be talking about, I wonder who's going to win the World Series. It'll be after it's already over, stuff like that. Yeah, that's really smart of me. Okay. You missed my future comment. Please scroll down to see it. Lionheart. I'm sorry about that. Let me go down into the future and see if it's there. I do apologize. I don't usually miss future comments, but apparently I am lacking. I just need more alcohol. I'm sorry. I got to apologize. I don't have enough alcohol in me yet. All right. Who said something about my beard? Dizzy Mama, your beard is glorious tonight. Well, thank you. We did that thing a few weeks ago where I'm not getting a haircut or a shave until the studio's built. Remember that? It's not. I'm having self-conscious issues right now. I could grow a beard in 3 weeks. I mean, boom, fuzzy, big, pow, right now. And right now, I'm noticing some gaps. Not in favor of the gaps. If you guys seen pictures of me years ago, I mean, full Grizzly Adams. If you guys go Google Grizzly Adams and you can... Are you fucking serious? You don't know who Grizzly Adams is? And he had that bear and that old timer. Can't remember his name. You really don't know who, when I say Grizzly Adams, you don't know who I mean? I mean, the show wasn't on for that long, but he really made an impact on people. It's right in line with Little House on the Prairie and Grizzly Adams and then Jeremiah Johnson, the movie. None of this is ringing a bell. All right. Everybody under the age of 35 needs to leave the live stream right now. Go do a little homework. Write a couple essays, mail them to me, and then you come back and sit at the little kids' table. You can't be part of the live stream if you don't know the fucking terminology. All I said was Grizzly Adams, and I got all these blank stares. Like, the fuck's he talking about? Grizzly Adams, what? It's a fucking TV show. A really popular one. Dan Haggerty? Doesn't make any sense? All right, whatever. There's only two of us that know. It's Mrs. Four and me. Everybody else, maybe Two Bear. I question how old Two Bear really is. I mean, he looks 90, but his wife looks 30. I'm thinking that he wasn't lucky and married that. I think he's younger. I think it's just a lot of miles on Two Bear. I think he's like 35. That's what I'm guessing. Who knows? I wasn't there. Roxanne says, I know Grizzly Adams. Thank you for that, Uncle Fatty. Just for men, Grizzly Adams did. Just for men, Grizzly Adams did have a beard. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if he did the Just for Men commercials. I think I know where you're going there. Another reason we have to have the kids leave and go look shit up. Playbook, I know who Grizzly Adams is. There we go. So there's some people that either knew or they went and looked it up, but either way is fine. You're still on board. Romy, Grizzly Adams did have a beard. Well, no shit. That's why I'm talking about it. That's why I'm referring. I used to have a Grizzly Adams beard. Now everyone's telling me, Grizzly Adams had a beard. Well, no shit. What the fuck do you think we're talking about? I was okay, somebody's really, really far off here. All right. You and your Happy Gilmore shit. All right. Anyway. What's that? Dragon Warrior. He's got a nasty con job. Fuck your sports and don't fuck with sports. The most sports. Okay, there's a dude named Dragon Warrior 1990. Nobody's letting his comment through, but I'm reading it. Charles Dale. Fuck you. Sports are great. Don't fuck with sports. Most of the sports you just said fucked. Well, I was reading that. Where'd it go? Oh, come on. Lion, I was in the middle of fucking reading that, you dipshit. I was going to... I was going to say something there. I was going to say something about Dragon Warrior, and then Lion comes in swinging his big blue wrench, and I got to tell you, in all fairness to Lion, he's probably not wrong. He's just fucking premature, and according to his wife, that's a problem in the house all the time. I'm just saying, it's what I heard. I don't know for sure. He says, Dragon Warrior says, Allie pulled it up. She got it over here. Charles, fuck your sports. You don't fuck with sports. Most of the sports you just said fuck you to is the very sports that originated in Europe. That's like one whole run-on sentence with no commas, no periods, and the guy used the word sports like a comma. It's Charles Dale, fuck sports, fuck you, don't fuck sports in Europe, sports, this is very sports, and it's sports. I'm going to say Dragon Warrior is a little bit attached to sports. Dragon Warrior, I'm not letting your comment come through, okay? I don't think you were doing this for notoriety. I think you were just kind of going off the deep end on a little bit. But I need to remind you that I am a trained broadcast professional. And from what I can see, your behavior, you need to adjust your medication up or down. You're either getting too much or not enough. But you haven't hit that sweet spot yet, buddy. You keep trying, pal. We're pulling for you, all right? You can put him in the woodshed. Put Dragon Keeper in the woodshed. Brad Baker dropping $2 working girl in the glass. They just called Loud One a working girl. Brad Baker for the working girl, and there goes Loud One. Two Bear says, General, great podcast today. Yeah, I don't know how many of you caught that. It wasn't Thursday. It was kind of a weird podcast. It actually went up as a slice. It's on Facebook as a slice, and it's on YouTube as a slice. I don't know how many people got around to that. I was listening to Jordan Peterson. There was an interview. There was a couple of little things that he did with John Stossel, and I love John Stossel. And so they posted the whole thing finally, the whole interview. They had taken snippets out of it, but so I listened to it, and then I had Gen X Mom listen. Very powerful. Almost there was a couple sections that kind of went a little bit deeper than I needed to, but the beginning of it got me thinking. He talked about responsibilities and rights, not nearly in the way I was talking about it. But the same idea, down the same path. We just diverged quickly, but I had a whole different. Mine was more of a street level take. His was more of a philosophical take. And so I just started rambling. I just listened to it before the Facebook live stream yesterday, and so here I am. The lights come on, the mic comes on, the camera's rolling, and all I'm thinking about is that shit that I'm still processing from Jordan Peterson, and I'm like, fuck! And I just started just going down that path. Apparently, Gen X Mom thought it was decent. So instead of recording a podcast right now, we just took the audio off. We put it up as a slice, but took the audio off and gave it as a small, short, compact podcast. But I really made a lot of people mad. The stacks of emails, people being pissed about, it's my welfare, it's my money, and I don't have to work for it. It's for free. It's so that I can get back on my feet again. And oh my God, all the shit the email and shit that I got today is still getting about it. You want to see a controversial one? You thought the Biden one was controversial. Go listen to this, and then picture everybody whining at me because I'm telling them they have to work for their welfare check or something like that. The beautiful, the lovely, the talented Gen X Mom has slithered up to the microphone. Wait, that's not a good word. That's a
Slithered?
Slithered's not a good sauntered, sashayed. You
I
moseyed.
Don't sashay.
You didn't know.
I didn't mosey either.
Well, I'm running out of words.
Yes,
How many
you are. Why don't you just be quiet?
I can do that. Yes.
There
ma'am.
we go. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Bottom of the Glass Nation.
There we go.
Piggybacking on Gen X or Gen Z Kid, I'm so glad the fair's over. It's been a long couple weeks. We received a PayPal.
We did.
Yes, we received $20 from KG and Mrs. T for whiskey funds.
Oh, KG, Texas. Thank God, my man. I was running low, buddy. I had something to say about this decanter. Now, I don't know if your brother's on, Gen X Mom. I don't know if the Sun Valley Fox is here, but her father had passed away 10 years ago. Her mother passed away in April, so they're going through this stuff and very heartfelt moments with the house and the belongings and things. And I'm one to kipe dubage, and I kipe this. This was my father-in-law's, and it's beautiful, and I love it. The funny thing is, I read something in the will today. I just decided to just go over the will because I felt like it and I thought there might be something in there. And the weirdest thing, and now I have to contact the family attorney who's handling all this. It says in there the executor of the will, which is the Sun Valley Fox, as we all know. He is obligated to keep that decanter filled at all times. It's in the will. Whoever holds the decanter, the executor of the will keep and remain filled at all times with whiskey. Funny how he let that one slide. You know, he was fulfilling all the other parts, doing his due diligence and getting everything where it's supposed to be, but kind of left that one out. Now, I'm not going to penalize the man. I'm not going to call it fraud and deceit. I'm not saying the Sun Valley Fox would ever lie to me about it. No. I am saying that now that I brought it to the attention of my main man up there in Nevada, he's going to have to get his ass in gear. And you're already late. I've had to fill it 4 times. So you owe me 4 filled decanters right to the top, respectable. Now, don't cheese dick me on it, respectable. And then we can go from there. But that's in the will, buddy. You have to honor your mother's obligations. She signed on for this. She signed on with you. You accepted the responsibility. She knew what she was doing. She was completely in her right mind when I lifted her hand and filled that part of it in with her. Yeah. No, she wasn't asleep. And we did that together. She loved me very much. And this is proof. This is the absolute proof. So I'm not sure if the Sun Valley Fox is paying attention or not tonight. But if he isn't, somebody's gonna have to replay this, right? You gotta get your ass in gear. Okay. Where the hell was I? We had some important business at hand. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh. You guys in the comments, I can't tell if you're laughing with me or at me, but who cares? Yeah, Mrs. Ford, the Sun Valley Fox did pay. We had a whole big skit on that one night. I did it on the bottom of the glass because I knew you'd be watching. Yeah, it was a big fucked up mess because I had him by the balls. Gen X Mom fucked the whole deal up. She ruined 20 minutes of comedy gold. It was just a disaster. Yeah, he did pay. He paid too quick, too. David Pardue, welcome to the Bottom of the Glass Nation. David, I would like to raise a glass to you right now. David Pardue for stepping up and becoming a member of the Bottom of the Glass Nation. Now, there's 2 things you need to know about what you just did. Number 1, you can't have your money back. No. This month, it's mine. Keeping the whole fucking thing and divide it up with the kid and Gen X Mom, and we're going to have a party. That's right. We're going to take it. The other thing you need to realize is all you did right now was because you picked the top tier, Bottom of the Glass Nation. David, you just climbed on board an airplane that's about to crash in the fucking mountain, and all you did was buy a first-class ticket. Okay, you're not at the back, you're up at the front, but you're still going to hit the wall. In fact, you're going to hit the wall first. Everybody at the back of the plane is going to live about 0.8 of a second longer than you. Now, I don't know how proud you are about that fact, but we'll find out next month if you're still around. David Pardue, thanks for hanging out and joining us. Brad Baker, $10 for the whiskey fund. I emailed Gen X Mom a picture of my package today. Brad, I'm going to back up and read that again. Brad dropped in $10, turned my whole screen yellow. He said, maybe it's the drink. Maybe it's whiskey goggles. Try again. For the whiskey fund, I emailed Gen X Mom a picture of my package today. I hope she got it. Happy Saturday. Gen X Mom, did you get a picture of any men's packages today? She's running to go look. She's not. I'm just asking.
Well, honestly, I did not do any Gen X Talk stuff today. So I have not checked my email.
But there might be a picture of Brad's package in there.
Well, then it's going to be a big surprise when I open it. Can't wait.
I'm not sure what the fuck is going on here. Brad?
You know what? You have your harem, and I have my men. So you just sit over there and just sit. Sit.
But...
I'm sorry.
But he said it to me in front of everybody. I sent her a picture of my package. Happy Saturday.
And
that's
the
gotta
problem
be,
is...
But that's a little bit forward, would you not think? Does that not imply a little territorial dispute? I think it does.
Wow, getting a little upset there.
Well, have
a drink. Calm down.
Did you just tell me to have a drink? Ladies and gentlemen, it's moments like this when I realize I've lost complete control of the program. I'm not sure who's in the pilot seat, but at this point, it doesn't fucking matter. I will end this with one thing. Gen X Mom, please do not show me Brad's package. I'm going to pass on that one. Allie's in the background trying to get into Gen X Mom's email right now. I'll check Brad's package. Yeah, well, I know you will. All right, who else is in here? Brian Davis, welcome to the Bottom of Glass Nation. Now, I hope that Brian Davis just joined up. I hope him and David Perdue are friends. Brian and David, two men who just bought first-class tickets to the plane wreck. Now, it's not going to hit the mountain for a little bit, but it's going to hit the mountain. It always does. It always does. All right, Brandon Mitchell, $2. How's the boss tonight? Thank you for asking, Brandon. I'm doing well. I'm getting by. Everything's he wasn't asking you. He was asking El Jefe. I don't know what you guys have her inflated ego. Her head is just about this big right now. Brandon, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Disney Mama Sammy Joe, could be wrong, but the $2 whore looks like Loud One. It is. It is our very own Loud One. He is the $2 whore tonight. Uncle Fatty, my birthday was 2 days ago. 2 fatty Libras in the house. 2 fatty. Yeah, if Uncle Fatty and Mr. Fatty are two, we need a side-by-side picture, man. We got to have them like bookends. I know. I already know. I already know. None of you under the age of 35 knows what a bookend is. Is that the cover? The cover of the book is that where the last page? The last page is the book end because that's where the book ends, right? No, it's not the hardcover front and back. It's not the last page of the book. No. I just want to give up sometimes with the way some of you kids act. Book ends. Fuck me. All right, we're going to move right along. Two Bears saying hello to Wise. No, we got another member in here. Turtle King, welcome to the Bottom of the Glass Nation. Now, this guy has an original name, Turtle King. He didn't use a Brian or a Dave. He just, I'm Turtle King. Now, I'm going to suspect, now he's got a stoned out of his fucking mind Bart Simpson character as his little icon dude right there, little cover picture, whatever the fuck you call it. However, Turtle King clearly represents the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I had no interest at all in. I was already older than that. I don't care. I know one of them liked pizza, and that was about all I knew. And there's all sorts of weird fan stuff about him. But Turtle King, you're welcome to stick around. You're gonna have a little advantage when the shit hits the not the billion. No more 9/11s. When the plane hits the mountain, Turtle King, you're gonna sound like you have a little bit extra protection. The rest of us, we're all standing around naked, holding our glasses in the air. So we'll see what happens. All right. Allie, you are such a bitch. Stop typing in there. You know, she gets to do shit between the sheets. There's not much I can do about it. I can't. Oh, woman. Where are we? We're moving on. All right. How come I feel like my beard has this morning's eggs in it still? That's fucking terrible. Terrible thing when that happens. All right. So Lionheart says I'm half naked. Information we did not need to know. Uncle Fatty, bookend. Oh, my God. I use Jaeger bottles for bookends. At least you know how to use them. You know what they're for. Michelangelo says, M. Dawson here. He's been one of the longtime supporters of the program back since the beginning days. All right, so let's go back to the shit I had to say. You guys do realize that I sit down with somewhat of an agenda, and tonight it got all fucked up by the kid, but usually it's you guys. You guys usually derail me about as fast as I get going. You guys don't even let me get going down the track, and somebody puts their hand on my shoulder because not so fast, General. We got to talk about shit. All right. So you guys already talked about Buford. Got that one done. Ruined my joke for the beginning. We'll try that on another night. Smoke signals were brought to you by Patreon. Now listen. There are a ton of you that still say, I didn't see the stream. YouTube didn't notify me. Facebook didn't notify me. TikTok didn't tell me about it. I got it. The platforms don't let you know on time. Okay, whether you're listening live or whether you're listening on a recorded, if you think this is on Memorex, that's fine too. If you join Patreon, I don't have a link. I think some of the moderators have links, but Patreon, it's $1. But what it does is it gives you a lot of the behind-the-scenes footage like everybody gets. It also, it's the only site that gets my stories, my typing, my handwritten stories. All the other sites pretty much get the same thing. YouTube members gets it in the community section. Facebook is there's a page called the General's Lunchbox. You guys get all the behind the scenes stuff, same as Patreon. Patreon does have two advantages. One is that it gets you the writings that I do, and I'm going to write one tomorrow. The next part of the story, the desk, is coming out tomorrow, and then. You also get an email. It's the only place we can email. We can't email on YouTube. We can't email on Facebook, but we can on Patreon. So before we start a live stream, we send you that. That way you get an update. We call them smoke signals, sending up smoke signals like the old days with the Indians to communicate across faraway lands. Well, that's what we're doing there. So if you join Patreon, Gen X Talks at Patreon or whatever it is, that'll get you in. That gets you in the club. What's that? It's $1. That's the lowest denomination we could go is $1. So it's $1. But it does get you a couple things the other places don't. A lot of people do it just for the emails. A lot of the people have said, look, fuck it. I'll spend $1 just to get your emails so I know what shit's going on. That's good. That's a plus. So I'm just letting you know it's out there. All right. What else was there? I had more stuff to say. I did. And the Smoke Signals brought to you by Patreon. I'm showing the bad guy. We talked about that. We talked a little bit about Jordan Peterson and the speech thing, and that was when I touched on. And just to give you a recap of what you're looking for, either on the slice or on the the podcast, is I was briefly talking about rights and responsibilities. I got all worked up. I apologize in advance. And I was talking about kids today that go on welfare, and they have the right to be on welfare. They have the entitlement to be on welfare. I have the right to free money. I want my Obama phone. I want my rent paid. I want you to give me things and give me clothes. And that's your rights. You have those rights for those things because the state and the county have given you those things, and you have the right to claim them. I'm not saying you have them as a basic human right. I'm saying they have provided them, and you have the right to go claim them. All I was bringing up in my own delicate, gentle way, like I do, was that I said that you also, did you ever think there might be some responsibility that goes along with the right? If you have the right to free shit, maybe you should feel some responsibility to pay back the people that are supplying this. Maybe you should go give 10 hours of service to some place that needs it, even helping out at a soup kitchen. Do you ever feel an obligation? And most people go, no, fuck that. This shit's free. No, it's not free. The rest of us have to work and provide and give it to you. Have you ever thought about doing something for us? Fuck no. I ain't doing shit. I brought up that back in the olden days, 50 years ago, if someone even gave you a free meal, when you were down on your luck, or even a cup of coffee, can I sweep your floor? Can I do something for you? I owe you. Can I help you out? Can I pay you back? Can I do something? Not like that anymore. They don't even have that thought. Never even fucking enters their mind that there's that rights and responsibilities like a teeter-totter, and they're for everything you get for free that you grab as your right and you could take. Is there something you give back? No. There isn't. They don't care. They don't even think about it. There's no guilt associated with it. Something I didn't talk about in there that I'm thinking about now is, you remember when, at least I do, and I think some of you, old as I am, you remember when a time when you're on welfare was embarrassing. Remember that? Remember when you didn't want to tell anybody you were on welfare? You wanted to hurry up and get off welfare as quick as you could. You didn't want to be on unemployment. You didn't want to be on welfare. You tried to get off the system as quick as you could. And two things have changed, and I'm going to list them both, and I'm going to move on. I'm going to get off my soapbox in just a minute. Relax. Two things have changed there. One, people are no longer ashamed of being on welfare. They just go, well, I'm on welfare. That's it. I'm just going to find a way to get more money on welfare, and I'm going to have more kids. I'm going to do more stuff, get more welfare. What else can we get today? I heard there's a new program available. It's all they care about. They're not ashamed of it anymore. It's a way of life, and they're proud of it. They actually look at me and like, fuck, you're stupid. You work. What are you working for? I don't have to work. I got everything I need right here. Compliments of the state of California, Kern County. It's true. It's true. The other part of that is I'm so mad about that, that's the attitude. I almost can't get by it. The other part of that, I told you there was two parts. I was going to just shut up, but I can't. Do you notice how that money on the welfare system can be used for almost anything now? It can be used for car repairs. It can be used for alcohol. You can buy cigarettes with it. Do you remember back in the day, you got government cheese? That was the joke. Remember, to get yourself some government cheese. Why? Well, because the government said, if you're going to be on welfare, we will supply you with cheese that meets the nutritional requirements. It's nothing fancy, but it'll get you by. Here's some milk. Nothing fancy, but it'll get you by. Bread. Nothing fancy, but it'll get you by. We're here to help. This will get you till you're back on your feet. We'll keep giving you. And then people said, well, how come I'm getting government cheese when that guy over there is getting Velveeta? How come don't I deserve Velveeta? And the government says, well, yeah, we don't want to treat you unfairly. We don't want to make you feel bad for being on welfare. We don't want you to be different than anybody else. Yeah, we'll give you Velveeta. So Velveeta was added to the list. And then something else. And then it wasn't just, generic cereal. Then you were getting Fruity Pebbles. And then it wasn't, generic Ralph's Cola in the plain wrap section. Now you're getting Coke and Pepsi and Mountain Dew. They took the whole thing because you don't want people to feel bad while they're on welfare. So give them what everybody else has. Now we're okay. Then it went to alcohol and tobacco. Now it's at car repairs and anything else they want to buy. There's almost no limit. So why would they get off welfare? They're just, I don't want to say equal, but now they're getting all the things that they used to be only to be able to get when they had a job. What happened to when welfare was the bare minimum to get you by? Because if we still did that, those things are so much less expensive, we could, help more people. Yeah. What if we could help 25% more people by pulling back those things and going, look, you're on the government dole, okay? This is called the handout. You're going to get what we give you and shut the fuck up about it and be happy you're getting it. Well, I don't like that. I want to be like everybody else. Then get a fucking job. Well, I can't get a job. Then take the government cheese. I know I'm going to get hate mail for this or banned, but I'm not wrong on that. No one's trying to make you feel less of a person because you got government cheese. We're saying this is what you get for free, and we're trying to help as many people as possible. Quit fucking up the system. It's my opinion. I don't know. I know I went off on a tangent again. I'm sorry. I know there's people fucking hanging up right now. They close out the live stream. They say fuck you, and then they go write me a nasty email. Then the next thing to do is report me to whatever social media platform I'm on, and I get a little warning from someone. I got it. Adam Bennett, $20 to the Whiskey Fund, hanging out at the TA in Sparks, Nevada. Come on. Yeah, the T&A truck stops all over. I thought those were great as a kid. Because I had a juvenile mentality when we'd roll up there in our pickup truck, me and 6 buddies would go camping or something. I'm like, yeah, look at this. The tits and ass truck stop, man. Condoms on the wall for $0.25 in the men's bathroom. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Said Walter. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, you guys. I know. Just one of those fucking things that was on my mind, and I went the wrong direction, and well, what are you going to do? There's problems with me, deep psychological, emotional problems, but therapy can cure that. We need to start a therapy fund. Chris and Callie are driving home today. They will be here in 10 minutes. They're going back to their house, coming back into Florida. Chris and Callie, you guys know them in here. They're in here. They're in Facebook. They're in Discord. They're everywhere. Great part of the Bottom of the Glass family, and I use the word family purely and simply and directly and on purpose. And they gathered up as much water and supplies as they could, and they were passing it out to people that needed it the whole way home. How much better of a person can you be than that? I'm telling you. I love those guys. I really do. Can't wait to meet them in person one day. Well, a little more Callie than him. Kind of hope he's not around when I meet her. Callie, if you know what I mean, sweetheart. All right, so... Oh, for God's sakes. All right. I'm scrolling back. Lionheart, don't eat the whole block. It will stop you up for a year. What the fuck, Lionheart? We're having some meaningful conversation. We're talking about some welfare reform. We're talking about the love and family of Chris and Kelly. And you're like, don't eat a whole block of cheese. You fucking stop up your plumbing for a year. You'll never get it cleared out. This reminds me of the time Lionheart drank 4 bottles of Pepto-Bismol and was shitting black for a month. I don't know what's going on with that guy. I love him to death. I do, but I can't figure him out. Maybe it's not for me to figure out. Maybe I just need to keep going. Yuck Mall, not as bad as the ones who sell them for 75 cents on the dollar for cash. I had a shop in kind of a not great part of town. And they would do that. They would come by, and back before they went to cards, they would come by with $500 in welfare cash, whatever those booklets were, and it was $500, and they would sell it to you for $250. Right then, I could have $500 of food, of groceries, for $250 of cash, and they just wanted the money. And that was back when the money wouldn't buy everything they wanted, or they wanted drugs or something. But you're right. Yuckmall's 100% right. Deputy smoked the milk powder was gross. Yeah, that's right. It was government cheese and it was milk powder. That's right. You could live on it, but it was all those low dollar things were very encouraging to get your shit together and get back off of welfare. I agree. I do agree. Oh my God, where are we at here? Uh-oh. And the kid's coming downstairs like a siren. Hey, 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 hey.
Welfare?
Yeah.
I started out talking about how I was like a little kid entrepreneur in the auction at the Kern County Fair, and now we've made it all the way to welfare. What have you done?
I've backslid quite a bit.
Yeah, a ton. What the heck happened?
I don't know. When you left the program in my capable hands, if I fucked it up, you started about entrepreneurship, and then we ended up on welfare. I'm sorry.
No, they're supposed to babysit you.
Do they know that? Do they know their job is to babysit me?
Well, no, I don't want to pay them.
Well, then, what did you expect? You get what you paid for. You gave them nothing, and you received nothing. And it's Pepto-Bismol. There should be no L. I know Allie did that between the sheets. There should be no L. The L is silent. When you say palm tree, do you say palm tree or do you say palm tree? The L is silent. Look, the L is silent west of the Mississippi. It's all I got to tell you, all right?
Then why did she?
Because she's east of the Mississippi.
What?
She's a millennial. She's a little fucked in the head, and she's on her second bottle of wine. So that's why she wrote it with a capital L, too. That's like 7-Eleven. Do you guys realize the name 7-Eleven? It's the word 7, and the number 7, and it's written 11 across the bottom, E-L-E-V-E-N. And they're all capital letters except for the N. Yes, that's why. And then Allie writes Bismol, Pepto-Bismol, with a big capital L. You know why? The world is a fucked up place. And all I do is get stuck on the side of the road staring and wondering for hours and hours and hours. And I think people do that on purpose. Yeah, they do. Inquiring minds want to know. If you don't know what that means, go fucking look it up. I'm not telling you which news trash magazine was on the grocery store rack on your way out that the catchphrase was, inquiring minds want to know. If you don't know, just listen to the program. Don't participate. You got a gag order starting right now. Jay Mayhew, for all my Floridians, you are all in my thoughts. I got lucky, but most didn't. Yeah, there's how about DeSantis down there telling everybody, if you're going to come down here and loot the place, let me make it clear for you. We're a Second Amendment state. We're going to shoot you if you steal. Oh, my God, did the liberals have a fit? You're going to have lawsuits. You just told everybody it was okay to shoot people. There's going to be shootings in the streets, and you're going to be in trouble because you endorsed it. He's like, go fuck yourself. If you try to steal, we will shoot you. Here's the answer, dumbass. Don't steal. Let's try that. Not, well, I was trying to steal, and then you shot me because I was hungry and I needed food. Fuck off.